Hello guys, welcome. This is Deepika from wealthandhealthmastery.com, and in this tutorial we are going to see how to do competitor analysis using SEMRush. If you probably would have heard the phrase, keep your friends close and enemies closer. The same way it applies to any business. So what we're going to do in this tutorial is we are going to find who all our competition is and what are they doing and how we can be ahead of them. Let's assume I have a website which deals with acne, pimples, things like that. And it's a brand new website, and assume the website's name is Acne Care Solution. That's the name. I do have the domain, okay? Now let's say I'm trying to figure out what kind of keywords I can go after, if there is any possibility of finding any low-hanging fruits or low competitive keywords, and then go after them. So the first important thing is we are going to find a key player related to acne. And one of the names that comes to my mind is Proactive. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to find our competitors. So in order to find the competitors, we are logged into SEMRush. And there are multiple ways to find your competitors. One way is if you go to trends, if you see trends in here, go ahead and click on that trends section. And under the trends section, you have Market Explorer. Now, this is going to give you an idea on who all your competitors are. So if I go over to find competitors, I'm going to enter a domain, let's say Proactive. This is one of the top websites if you are dealing with acne. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and do a research on the market. And then I'm going to see who are the top players in this particular area. So here I see you have Banner Health, SkyMD, Amplifon. These are some of the key players. And the majority of the share goes to 16% goes to them, and then the rest is here. Now, if I want to break down and find more competitors, you click on the View Details button, and here you're going to see rest of the competition in that specific area. And if you see here, Paula's Choice is another one, Neutrogena is there. So these are some of the competition. Now, similarly, if let's say you wanted to find out competition for Lowe's, right? So we have a website called Lowe's.com. Same way, you will come over to the trends here and go over to Market Explorer, and let's say we enter Lowe's.com. And if you go ahead and do search, it's going to tell who all are the key players who are going after the same stuff or selling the same kind of services. So you have Walmart as the competition, Home Depot, and IKEA. These are the top key players. Now, if you go over to View Details, you can see the rest of the competition. Best Buy is another one because there are so many common products these companies are going after. And if you see the way they are generating the traffic, so majority of the market is getting direct. You have referral is there, organic search, and things like that. And what is Walmart doing? Walmart is doing something like this. So you can take a full report on what your competition is, what do you rank in terms of your competitors. Now, this gives you a good understanding of your competition. Now, here you will see some top keywords. Now, you can see here, if you remove this word include branded, means if there is a particular, like if people are searching for Walmart freezer or Walmart mini freezer, then that becomes a branded keyword. Now, if I want to get rid of the branded keyword and I just want to go with the regular keywords, these are the keywords people are looking for. Now, there are certain things that I don't have access to because I'm not using a business account. So if I go over to trending keywords, it'll ask me to pay. But majority of the things you can get an idea on SEMRush, your pro account, and you'll get a good understanding. Now, let's go back to our previous example of proactive.com, right? So I was on the proactive.com and I know my competition for Proactives are those Paula's Choice and Neutrogena and things like that. Okay, so market summaries here, and if you go over to the View Details, you'll get your main players. Now, once you have figured out who all your competitors are and you know one of the key players in the acne niche is Proactive, so let's go ahead and see what kind of keywords they are ranking for. So if you go ahead and go over to SEO here, and let's go ahead and do traffic analytics. Okay, so here I'm going to go over to traffic analytics, and I'm going to type in proactive here and then hit the search. Okay, so if you want, here you can add the other competitors like Paula's Choice, Neutrogena, etc. if you want to do that. Okay, so here I'm going to go to proactive.com, and if you see here, these are the top pages. And if you want to see what are the top sources of their traffic, so Google organic is the main one. Then direct, people are directly going into the Google and going for that website, typing in proactive.com. Then from Yahoo, the search has increased, so that's another organic search. Through the paid programs, also it has a lot of visitors coming in. So these are the different platforms through which the proactive website is being visited. So people are searching organically, Google is landing them to proactive, they're directly typing the proactive in the website, in the URL, and then from proactive, where are their other destinations? Okay, so they are either going back to google.com, or they're going after Pinterest, they're going to ud.me, and then dmedx.net is another place where from proactive these people are going. So the sources and their destinations from proactive.com. Now, if you want to get information on what the company is about, where the headquarters is, how many employees are working, so all of this information, you can get an idea about the company profile as well, and what visitors from which country it's proactive is getting. So proactive is getting majority of his people from United States. Number 2 is UK. Then you have, so you can see which countries are bringing traffic to proactive's website. Now, if you go here, you are seeing the top pages of proactive.com. Now, another place that you should go ahead and visit is doing this organic research. So click on this organic research, and here we will type in the word proactive.com. It's already there. And if you go ahead and do a search, again, this page is going to tell you what keywords proactive is ranking for. Okay, so if you see here, so positions. So if I'm going to go to the overview tab here, and I am only targeting United States as the country, and the device I'm using is for desktop. Okay, now here if you scroll down, it's telling you the organic keywords trend. So the ones that you see is top 3, 4 to 10. So majority of their posts, if you see here, this is by the month. So if you see all time, if you want to just do 6 months, then you can see here, if you look at January's data, you can see that 2,000 of their keywords were at the number 3 position, 2,500 were at number between 4 to 10 position in the Google's search engine results page. And now if you compare the data with June, you are going to see that 3,000 keywords are ranking, or 3,000 are ranking at the position number 3. So they are doing whatever they're doing, it's working for them. So this is their organic keywords trend. Now, if you want to see what kind of keywords, the top performing keywords, you are going to get a complete list over here, and we are going to go and figure out the whole list by clicking on this view all keywords button here. Okay, so here we have, and if you see keywords by intent, keywords by intent means what is the intent of the keywords. Keywords can be categorized into 4 intents: informational, navigational, commercial, and transactional. Okay, informational means if you are giving a step-by-step guide to your customer, that becomes an informational. Transactional means if you are kind of taking your customer to buy something, that becomes a transactional. Commercial is also kind of you are recommending a product or a service. Okay, so these are the different types of keywords that are available. Through informational content, you can bring more people to your website, and through that informational content, here and there you can ask them with the affiliate link or send them to an affiliate link that can also generate. So through informational content, by writing informational content, also you'll get more traffic as well. So do not just go after transactional or commercial keywords. Always have a mix of commercial as well as informational keywords, because you should not just always try to sell something, right? People kind of lose interest in that. So you always have to provide some value, and then you can recommend a product or a service. It has to happen organically. You cannot force them. Now, similarly, if you scroll down here, these are all the different keywords. Now, as I mentioned to you, do not go after the keywords which have a high keyword difficulty. And there is a very important thing that I'm going to talk to you today about the search engine results page. On top of the keyword difficulty and volume, there is a third factor that you need to look at, and that is going to make sure you rank number one as soon as possible. So let's say these are different keywords, and I don't want to go after high competitor ones. So I'm going to go and set them a maximum of 30. That's where I will go after. So I'll go ahead and set up apply the keyword difficulty of 30. If you want to put a filter on volume, you can put a filter on the volume. Okay. So now here you see you have dropped that number, and these are your keyword difficulty, and you have a lot of keywords that you are going after. Now, if you want to filter by keyword, you can do that. If you want to set up some advanced filter, and you can say, hey, exclude the keyword containing the word proactive. Okay, so let's go ahead and go after the keywords which don't have the word proactive, right? So let's go ahead and start with that, because you're not, main competitor is not proactive, right? You have created an acne website. So here, if you see, it's going to give you a list of keywords excluding that word proactive in it. So if you see here, blackhead dissolving gel, pimple versus, so these are more of informational kind of posts that you see. Majority of them are informational. There is a commercial one, pimple between eyebrows, spiritual meaning, so things like that. Okay, so these are more of the content that you can get. Now there is another thing that you should do is, let's say we go after this blackhead dissolving gel. You copy this keyword and type in Google. How many results are popping up for this in Google? So what is the total number of results page? Let's say blackhead dissolving gel. Now if you see here, there are 100,000 results that popped up, but that is basically telling you which all different websites are using a combination of these keywords, etc. But if you want to put a double quotes around it, it will basically find only those websites which actually are using this exact phrase in their posts. And you can see here, proactive is one place which is using this whole keyword as is. Then you have Amazon. Then if you see here, these are the different one where they're using. But if you remove the quotes, it's going to basically find everything related which has the word blackhead or somewhere dissolving or somewhere gel, and that is coming out to this number. But if you see here, the number has reduced now 18,000, but it's still not a good number to write a post on. It looks like a more competitive keyword as well. Now if you go back again, and if you go ahead and this went over to here, let's go back to our keywords page, and let's scroll down, and let's go ahead and this one, right? Do you cleanse or exfoliate first? Let's go and do a difference between ingrown hair and pimple. Okay, let's do that. Difference between ingrown hair and pimple. Let's say we went with this term. Now when you went with this, you see about 1 million results popped up, but let's go ahead and do a double quotes around them and see how many. You only got one result. So this is a great keyword to go after, because only one website is actually using this keyword as is. So that tells me there are websites which have this keywords phrase, but not as is. Now this particular keyword you can rank faster because not many websites are going after this particular keyword. They have used some portion of this keyword, but not this whole thing as is. So out of this whole list of less than 30%, if you have to figure out what is the number one post you should go after, this will tell you, okay, go ahead and find what is in double quotes, how many searches are coming for. And since there is only one result that came, that means you have a great chance. You have to make sure your post is good enough, it has meets all the standard, it is a probably has a lot of information, good content, and you have a great chance at ranking number 1 on this keyword quickly as possible. So in this tutorial, what we discussed, we first told you about how to find your competition. The way to find is you have to go onto the left hand side, go under trends, and then under trends you're going to go to Market Explorer. Once you have explored your market, you know what your top competitors are, and then what you can do is you come over to SEO, you go ahead and do a traffic analytics. It'll give you an idea on what traffic the website is getting, and then you do a organic research. Okay, that is going to give you what kind of keywords that particular competition is ranking for, and is there a chance for you to get one of those keywords and see if you can rank number 1. So this is about your competitor analysis. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video, and if you really liked it, please smash that like button, and also do subscribe to the channel and click the bell icons so you do not miss any video from this channel. Thank you so much, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Till then, take care.